Oh. Hi, I didn't see you all there. Welcome back to the Minecraft Manual, Surviving and Thriving. I'm everybody's big brother Kuya. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Hope y'all are having a brotastic day so far. And boy, do we have a video for you today. And I apparently am in the wrong account. I'm in my old account for, you see the name? You see the name there? I haven't used that name in a long time. But I'll get that fixed. And let's jump on into things today. All right, now that we're on the main account, you can see here I've got my main account and the Kuya Cam account going for a little something we got coming up here in just a couple minutes. But before we get into all that, let's kind of discuss and recap what we talked about last episode. We kind of went over caving and what you need to bring with you during your caving sessions, and how you can place your torches on one side of the wall. That way you kind of always know where you're at. If you place them on the right, then you know if you see them on the right, you're going deeper into the cave. If they're on your left, that means you are leaving the cave, and it's a good way to just not get lost in the cave. And then we also talked about strip mining, which is a little bit safer way to do the caving and stuff and get resources, and it's really a good way to find diamonds and redstone and stuff. Some of the ore that's spawned or generate way down deep down in the earth, as opposed to iron and coal and things that generate all the way up. So as you can see here, I'm trying to stay a little more organized. I'm not great at being organized, but in my strip mine, I did find some diamonds. I found 3 diamonds, and we'll definitely go into more detail on diamonds and strip mining and caving in the future. We're taking things very slow. We are taking things super slow here at the beginning of the game, and we just want to enjoy all the parts of the game. A lot of times people will rush through the early game to get to the late game and things, but I want to take time to enjoy all of the different parts of the game. We've got my sugarcane farm growing quite well. We got a chest over there for it, and the wheat, and all the different things. We got one over here for eggs and stuff. But you notice we took the tree farm down. We are no longer in need of all that, all the logs and all the wood from that, because today we are moving. We're moving out of our little burrow over there, and we are moving over here. And today's episode is all about how to build a starter house. We're not going to build some elaborate mansion or anything super special and fancy. Just something for you to live in, something nice and cozy where you can be safe, you can keep your stuff and all of that. And we're going to kind of hit the basics of everything. There's going to be a lot of information in today's video about building. We're not going to go into full detail on any of it. Just give you a basic understanding of what you want to do and how do you kind of want to go about building your first home. We're going to cover everything from your location to the lore and the theme of your build, to the block palette and the structure and the shape, and then we'll get into some detailing and make ourselves a nice little cozy place where we can stay set up and we don't have to worry about living in a hole in the ground anymore. So we just want somewhere to get started. So let's jump on over to the camera count, and let's do a little bit of a third-person time lapse as we get into discussing all of this. For our location, I chose this flower forest over here. We're going to clear out a bunch of these trees and get the area prepared. And I think this will go good. I think with this, the kind of the theme or the lore behind this building, it's going to be like a little woodland cottage. I found some concept art on Pinterest of just a little woodland cottage and really liked it, so I tried to mimic it here in Minecraft, and I think it turned out really well in the test world, so I decided to build it on here. The first thing we're going to do is clear out the area and make it easy for us to work with and not have to worry about things getting in our way. So we're going to clear it out, and then we're going to start laying out the shape. A lot of times we tend to go with just a straight square in Minecraft, and it gets kind of boring. So we're putting this little front edge out here where the doorway is going to be, and it's only 2 or 3 blocks out, as you'll see here in just a moment, but it makes such a huge difference. So we're going ahead, we've laid out our shape, we know our lore, and we're going with a block palette of stone bricks which are a little annoying to get this early game, but not horrible. Oak, wood, and then stripped birch on the inside. We're outlining it with that oak, and then we're filling it in with the stripped birch, and that kind of fits the lore and the theme of this little cottage. Because we're in this woodland, or this flower forest, this little woodland cottage should mainly be made out of oak and birch. So here we start laying out the roof. The roof can be such an intimidating build, or such a hard thing to get right. And I've been playing Minecraft for 5 years and still have issues with my roofs, but this one came together pretty well. So you can see here that I started outlining the roof with spruce. There's not a lot of spruce here, but there is some spruce not too far, and that spruce goes really well with the oak. And it's such a small thing to outline your roof with a different material and then fill it in with something else, kind of like what we did with the walls with the oak and the birch. But it's such a little thing, but that adds a massive amount of detail. Just this little bit of spruce going around the edge and over the top makes it look so much, I don't want to say better, it just adds a little bit of flair to it instead of this one bland material all the way across. So we went with birch, and we're going to use some birch, or not birch, spruce. We're going to use some spruce on some other things here as well. But that is the main thing. It's just this woodland little woodland cottage down in this woodland forest. It fits the lore. It's a nice little starter house and things. But we got a lot of detailing to get done, so let's jump back over. All right, now that we've got our location, our lore, and our theme put in, our block palette picked out, our shape and our structure all done, now we get to do the final stage, and that is to detail everything, because we want this thing to look nice. These long bland areas like this, just flat surface, this is not bad, but the details can make a huge difference. So what we're going to do is start off by adding some windows, and I don't think I want to add my windows in right here. We're going to do some 2 high windows. I think right here, no, let's go ahead and take these up 1, I think we're going to go ahead and take those up 1. Break out these real quick. There we go. Over here, what do we have here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 here. We're going to just go ahead and make ourselves a nice little 2x2 window on this even area, like so. We're going to save this area for another episode. We're going to make a nice little cellar and kind of use that for either bulk storage or our main storage. I don't know yet. We'll get that all figured out. Now inside, one of the things we need to remember when we're inside here is there is going to be a wall right here. So we don't want to put a window right there. So we're going to come back over here a little bit and count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can add another window right here. I think we're going to make this one a 4 wide window, just to make things look a little nicer, give it a nice big open window there. And then up here we'll do a nice little 2x window as well. We're not going to do it on this wall because this is where our cellar is going to go, and I'm not going to put any back here quite yet until I figure out exactly where the interior is going to go. I'm not an interior builder or designer by any stretch of the imagination. So let's see here. We're going to need a good chunk of these. I'm going to end up adding a resource pack, or not a resource pack, a data pack, that will give me some more building options, just because I don't really like a lot of the building options we have. Nothing super game changing. Let's make a few more of those, but a few things that will, I think, improve the quality of the streams and different things. So another thing we're going to need quite a few of. Let's go ahead and make a good chunk of these. We're going to need some gates, or not gates, or we're going to need gates too. We're going to need a lot of gates, and we're going to need a lot of fence. These fence are what we're going to use for our actual windows. This is just a nice little old school cottage out in the middle of the woods, and I think this just brings a good detail into it that's not glass. No glass window there. Just a nice little fence in there. It brings out more detail. It gives it more depth, and All in all, I personally really like it. Now we're going to go ahead and take some upside down stairs and place those right here. See if we've got any dirt on us. We sure do. We're going to place some dirt there and there, and then cover that up with our spruce trapdoors, and we've got ourselves a couple little planter boxes here on the front of our house that we can plant some flowers in. What do we have with us? Let's go with a red tulip, I think, over here, and let's go with a white one on this side. There we go. And you can already see that just adding these planter boxes on the front have added a lot of detail. Now, another thing, like I said, we're going to add are a lot of gates. And the way we're going to add those gates in, we're going to need a lot more than that. All right, so the way we're going to add these in, we're actually going to place them up here and then open them as kind of a smaller support system, if you will. We've got these, of course, these upside down stairs supporting the top half, but we're going to add these in as well, and that just breaks up that little line right there and gives it a little more detail. So we're going to add that all the way around our house here. Now what we're going to do down here is actually place some blocks like so, and place, let's see, I don't want that going that way. Let's go ahead and start up there, going down and then up, down and then up. There we go. And use these apparently I don't have a shovel. And use these as some shutters for this window. And that just looks like they're nice and open. Gives it a little extra detail. We're going to do some more detailing on this wall without the windows. We're going to add a little pond kind of thing right here in this corner, and a few other little details. But that, let's see here. Let's get over here and take care of this window as well by placing in our fence like so. And then it's getting dark on me already. Then we're going to go ahead and place that there, and oh, perfect. That there, and that just gives us a nice little window sill and breaks up this flatness a little bit. So let me sleep off the night, and we'll get on with the upper part of the house. All right, the first thing we are going to start with is this little window right here, and that will finish up our entrance kind of area into the house. So we're going to knock out a window right here, place in our fence gates, and then below, let's see if I can do this. We haven't quite made it to the point of the game where we get some scaffolding yet, so let's just do that. Give us a nice little work area to work with here. We're going to place these stairs upside down and backwards, and then throw in a slab in the middle like we did down below. And on the top up here, we're actually going to put that up one more, put that one up one, put that one down one, and then we can connect these up with more fence. And to add a little extra detail, we can actually chop out these. See, want to make sure I get all this stuff back. And add in some more oak going up here. There we go. And that'll just make this this area pop out a little bit more and make a huge difference. I did something a little bit different on this window than I did on the others, just to break it up a little bit and make it a little bit different, a little more interesting. And all I did was simply replace the full block or full log here with some stairs on the top and on the bottom. I'm not a huge fan of the way it connects up there, but it's nothing too bad, too serious and everything. So that just changes it up a little bit. Also, I found my shovel. I had one. Yeah. So now we're going to start working on breaking this roof up a little bit, and we're going to start off by bringing these on over here. And I think it may be best if we knock that one out and place that there. Yeah, that looks good. That looks fine. And we can bring a few more of these on over, which I don't have any. Boom. Easy enough to be taken care of. We can just bring this part of the roof straight on over like so. And that'll be a nice little texture change there, a color change. We'll do the same thing over here. We can reach right there, like so. And I think that one we're just gonna let cap off, maybe? Ah! You all saw nothing. That didn't happen. I will remember to edit that out. No, I won't. Yeah, let's go ahead and knock this one out as well. And add one more there, because these will connect up and be a nice little transition there. All right, so we're gonna add in a couple little dormer windows up here just to make things, just to break this roof up a little bit. And what we're gonna do is start off by placing this like so and bringing this up a couple. We're gonna do the same thing right here. They're just gonna be little bitty dormer windows, nothing super huge or fancy or anything like that. This just let me know where kind of the middle was. I'm going to bring that over. We can break this one out now and do something like that. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. That way these connect up. And I think we're going to replace these because I think I like the way that transitions a little bit better. Like so. Not there. And then just bring in some slabs up top. Like that. And now we've got a little dormer window right here to make this look a lot more interesting with just a little bit of effort. We'll place that there. And that there. We're going to make one more over here right as soon as I sleep. And now that it's daytime, I can tell that this was not a spruce stair, so we got those changed out. And the last thing we're going to do on the roof, now that we've got these in, is actually break up the whole entire roof a little bit by placing some of them, some of the stairs different directions, to leave these little gaps, or maybe completely replacing them with a spruce right there. Let's go one here. Let's just throw in a spruce one here, a spruce one maybe up here, and bring that down just a little bit and make it look a little more rustic, a little more worn. We're not going to put in too many. We'll put one here and then maybe one like right here. And that'll probably be it as far as the spruce goes on the front anyways. But I'm gonna go ahead and break up this some more. I'll throw in some slabs. I'll put in some slabs back here where there's these little holes. That way you can't see into the house, and we'll take out one full thing here and put a slab in. Maybe we'll put in some full blocks and just break this up a little bit and make it look more interesting, more rustic, and give it a lot more detail with just minimal effort. Well, that's not ideal, or what I was planning on dealing with here on this early into the series, but we've got a pillager raid. Not the full raid. We've just got the little guys out searching, I guess. The captain there, you can see he's kind of got a banner. He's in the tree, which is okay with me, meaning he can't go anywhere. We're just gonna leave him. We're not ready for that. We're not quite ready for those guys this early on in the series. But they do spawn periodically around the world. They'll spawn pretty close to you, and they're a pain. Also, you'll notice there's no clucking, and I have a lot of cooked chicken. Coincidence? I'll let you decide. And with that, we can leave our old bro burrow as we make our way around. You can start to see a little bit of a smoking chimney over here. We continue going up and we find our path. And I really like this little path. I'll do a little more detail work to it. I'll probably clear out some of the flowers, but I want it to be very wooded like this. We make our way coming through here, and there you see me. And we come up on our house, our little cottage over here in the woods. And as you can tell, I've done some more detailing work to it. I dirtied up the roof quite a bit more, and when it comes to just doing these little details like the dirtying of the roof, or how I speckled in some different building materials down here, I try to be as random as I can. I don't really look, I just break a block here, break a block there, and just go with it. But we added in some spruce stairs and some spruce slabs. We turned some of the stairs sideways and filled in full blocks and little things just to give it a little more of a rustic feel and detail. We added in some birch planks to go along with our stripped birch. That way the color scheme matched, but the texture is a little bit different, and it just breaks up that blandness. Down here we did the same thing for the foundation, the stone bricks. We added in a little bit of cobble here and there, some cracked stone bricks, and some stairs just to break that up some. And we added our little fish pond out front, which later on we'll get some fish and put down in there. But that'll do for right now. If we come around the side, you can see we've got a nice little fireplace or fire logs stacked up here ready to be burnt for the winter. Continued the broken blocks and the rustic theme down here. There's a few little holes I need to fill. And then we added a nice little chimney up here at the very top. I may take this down just a hair, but the way we did this is just a campfire on top of these stone bricks with spruce trapdoors put all the way around it and a stair on the top, and that just that allows the smoke to come on through and gives us a nice little chimney. So when you're up here, or when you're coming up from the front, you can kind of see that, and adds a lot of detail, lots of detail into just a simple little build. And I think all in all, it turned out really well. We're no longer going to be living in a hole in the ground, but we've got a nice little cottage here in the woods, just tucked away. And I think that'll be a perfect little place to start off with. And like I said, once we get a little further into it, we can start working on building a full farming village over here, a fishing dock type village here in the ocean. Our big special build, at least early game special build, is going to be over here in this ocean. And just so many ideas and thoughts and things. And the lore, to me, the lore is so important. It's going to bring all this together. How the fishing village over here trades fish with the farming village for some of their crops, or maybe this village will have a nice little cart going along a road over probably back towards the Extreme Hills area where Castle Kingdom is going to be, and they just take their stuff in there to sell at the market, and little things to make it feel so much more alive. But I'm super happy with the way the house turned out, our little cottage. I hope y'all have enjoyed today's video. Hope you learned a little something. I'm still so far from being an expert builder, but I'm trying to get better. I'm learning little things all the time to just simply improve my skills as a Minecrafter. And I hope y'all have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to hit the like button for me. I'd really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe before y'all leave. And with that being said, appreciate y'all, love y'all. Hope y'all have an absolutely brotastic rest of your day. And until next time, have fun, be good, and we'll see you all later. That was a horrible ending. Bye.